All right, guys, thanks for tuning in today. I am showcasing my 2013 Yamaha 300s. They are for sale. They got 1,565 hours on both motors. There's plus or minus 5. We are going to be using the boat until we sell the motors. Planning on pulling the motors off here in the next week or so. At the time that I'm shooting this video, I think it's like April 8th for time reference. So we will have these motors for sale. They are $17,000. The price is firm. You get the key ignition, you get a binnacle, and you get both motors. I will be holding the props. I'm putting that on the new Yamahas that we're fixing to repower with. We got a heck of a deal from one of our sponsors, Bentley's Marine and Electronics. So I can't thank those guys enough there. Chris, you've been great to us here on the channel, you and your wife. So I appreciate you guys. But it is time for a repower for us. Again, 1,500 and roughly 65 hours, 1,565. These motors have over 1,200 hours at idle. So when you pull the report, when you plug them in on the computer, the Yamaha program pulls up, you can see all the hours. It's got over 1,000 hours with less than 1,000 RPMs. And then between 1 and 2,000, which I think we're at like 1,100 right now, it's got 250 or something like that. So over 1,200 hours of idle time. I think there's like half of an hour on the pins. That's probably from being trimmed up too high and over revving, honestly. But that is nothing. A lot of cruise time. 3,000 to 4,000 RPMs. We're around the 200 hour mark. So this boat has been maintained very well. The guy that I got it from scratched up the cowlings a little bit. I trimmed up right here into a 50 wide that was on the transom rod holders, punctured a hole in that. I had it fixed, and it's doing its job. So these motors are in pretty dang good shape for what they are. The trim works good on them. They idle great. They sound good. There's no misses. They pee good. Just had the timing belts rebuilt on both motors, as well as the VSTs all cleaned out and serviced. New water pumps, new plugs, new filters, inline and fuel water separators, everything. You name it, the boat's had it done to it time and time again. Other than that, very, very minimal corrosion. There's a little bit of corrosion on the outside where it's exposed to elements, get some salt water up on it. That's pretty standard for some motors that are, 12 years old. But as far as inside of the cowling, we can pull a cowling off of here. Let me pull a cowling off of here real quick. You can hear how quiet this thing is, and I'll show you guys with the camera what I'm talking about when I'm talking about corrosion. Very, very, very minimal. Whoop. Very minimal. Motors still look pretty dang new. They're in great shape, so they'll last you, guaranteed. I would guarantee you, though, if you keep the maintenance up like we have on these motors, they're going to last 5,000 hours. The only reason why we're going with the repower is because we got a sponsorship deal that we cannot pass up, and it's time to move on to a little upgrade. So it was either new power or new boat. We went with the cheaper of the two options, new power. So you can have yours today, $17,000, both motors. You get the binnacle. Right here, it's all electric, over hydraulic, very smooth. They're very, very, very smooth. No clunking, no grinding, nothing. Ignition, switches, and yeah. So, all right, I'm gonna hop off here. I'm gonna put the cowling back on, and we're gonna get on our way. So these, I figured they wouldn't last this long. Initially, I listed them at 20, because for 10 grand a motor, to have a couple spares for a charter captain, or even if you're down a motor, it costs $65,000 to have 2025 Yamaha 300s installed on your boat. $65,000. You can get the pair right here for $17,000. Probably have $1,000 in an install, and you're good to go for another 3,000 to 4,000 hours. So y'all shoot me a message if you're interested. I appreciate it, and y'all have a good day. You. I got a video of us running here 37 miles an hour. You can see we got a full tank of fuel. So definitely not a light load by any means. Full tank of fuel, 32-foot boat, a 37 mile an hour cruise speed, 4,100 RPMs, and we're getting 1.7 to 1.8 miles per gallon. So you can see it flashing back and forth, 0.7, 0.8. So almost 2 miles to the gallon with the new NIS Pro tune on these Yamaha 300s. Pretty impressive for a, I'd say a moderate load, full of fuel, 2 people on board.